go through. Okay, we're being recorded, just so everybody knows and can get that. Okay, the drawings that you sent, the addition of, oh, sorry, got technical, it's saying, okay, I love this. Okay, as far as I know, the porch extend onto the, where are we here? Sorry, I got there and looked at this thing. It does go out towards the sewer lateral, but from my notes from Bart, that everything would be okay, provided that that you sort of followed three sort of rules, like that this whole thing, be approved by the board. He suggests that the approval be that we approve this site plan and allow with three conditions. One, that once the porch is completed, the surveyor should prepare. Two, the as-built.
Broken up, Lissa. You're sort of up in and out. Wait, we didn't hear the rest of the one.
Okay, so
It's built.
maybe first thing, once the porch is completed, that the surveyor, are you still hearing me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, so the surveyor should prepare an as-built, then have the as-built show the manhole at the end of Locust Lane, next manhole on the line to the north with a corrected easement location. And three, after review of the as-built by the commission, the as-built shall be filed.
Didn't hear after you said as-built was filed something.
I'm really sorry, because this is the only computer I can use that has sound. Well, basically I can send you.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
I hate technology. Be better.
You try your phone? Your phone any better? No.
Oh, well, hang on. I never thought about that. All right, let me see if I can move this somewhere else. This might be better. Is this better? Can you hear me now?
Keep talking. Yeah, no, that's all right.
Oh, you can hear.
I can hear you.
I can hear.
Okay, so Michael, there's a couple of that I'd like you to do, and it requires you doing a new drawing. The dimensions on it and everything. I just lost my notes. Hang on, sorry. God, I feel I'm okay, here we go. Okay, so Michael, what the commission needs to have, I believe the commission will approve your drawings on your house, provided that you do get a new survey done once and prepare an as-built for the commission. And then two, have the as-hole at the end of Locust Lane or the next manhole on the line to the nation. And three, after the review of the as-built, then it needs to be filed with the Town of Kent Land Records. You.
Did you turn up your volume, Michael? We can't, we don't hear you. Crank it up.
This is gonna be a great end to meeting. Now you're on mute. I'm just gonna send you the requirements, okay? This is the direction we're headed in. Does anybody have any other comments to add in for Michael Valdez, the porch for on local? Has everybody looked at the drawings for that?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you have any additional comments or anything?
Seem fun.
Okay, so I'm going to send you the letter from Bart. And you're pretty much good to go. Mute.
Michael, you're still
Oh.
muted.
I know, I can see it.
Okay. Well,
I need him. Michael. Michael.
oh, he's trying something
There you
else.
go. All right. But we still can't hear you.
How about now?
A little echoey.
Okay, I'll turn off the other one. Can you hear me
Yep.
now?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
hear you.
There you
This
go.
is good. This is
Um,
good. Just talk fast.
Okay, quickly, yeah. The drawing that I submitted, the survey, does have the proposed porch drawn into it. That's the dark thing. That was drawn by the surveyor.
Okay, he just wants to make sure that once you finish it, find of it and have the manholes drawn into it, then it gets that, then have it records.
The surveyor could not find a manhole north to sight on. He looked for it, but nobody seems to have a map of the sewer, so I don't know where to tell him to go. Is there anybody who can, I'm happy to do that, but he couldn't find it. So he extrapolated from the manhole in our house and from Kathy's map.
Okay, all right, well, you know what, if you can't, Bart, don't we, or Lyle, don't we have a map of all the manholes
Yeah,
at the
Yeah, we
town
do.
hall?
we have the one, there should be one at the town hall, and we have the one that's hanging here in the office.
Is there any way you would see it on that property on the north side there?
I'll go over there tomorrow.
Okay,
I thought Bart had pointed out where, give him the dimension.
all
I
right, so
apologize for that.
that's fine. We will get you, have Bart just contact you. Because he's not online yet. He's not on the meeting yet. But I'll have him contact you. It's a go.
And should I have the surveyor come back out and do that before we go ahead?
No, he said once it's finished, you can certainly, once it's finished, we just need a final draft to bring to the town hall, and hopefully by that time, Lyle can. So so that we have it on the drawing, that's all.
So if I understand it
I'm not
correctly,
seeing the third one.
we can go ahead, but after we do it, you want another survey that shows where the next manhole is and the actual structure that's been built.
Correct. And then we need to, once that's all done, we need to need you to file it with the town hall with the Kent Land Records.
Sure, absolutely.
Send you the list so that we don't go
Okay.
back and forth on this. I'll send you the list that it's very easy. Okay,
Okay, terrific.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So then.
Thanks for
I
your
will-
patience today too.
So I will leave now then. I guess you don't need me for anything further.
No, we're good.
All
You're
right.
free to go.
Thanks again.
Okay.
Bye, folks.
Thank you, Michael.
Take care, Mike.
My pleasure.
Party on your porch, okay? Just
It
kidding.
sounds, well, We look forward to it. That would be great.
All right, there you go. Thanks.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Hey, next, number C on the list is
Just
Jane,
vote on anything for that or just say, okay?
Ray.
You want-
Assuming
wanna vote?
everybody is all in favor of the draw.
Yeah, but do you want it officially in a vote, in a motion or not?
I think it should. Someone needs to make a motion that we've approved it, and then he has to
So
find. We
write it up, we'll sign.
said. All right, Joyce, you write it up.
Okay,
Favor? Aye.
Oh, sure. Aye.
Jane Jackson, you're up next.
Hi, Alyssa. There you are. I have to apologize for missing the last meeting. I didn't get the notice till that day, and unfortunately, I don't check my email as much as I should, so. I don't know if Deborah is here or not, but she sent me a revised bill with a thank you for all the work I'd done with a $19 credit. However, my accountant came up with over a $250 credit. Which again, I don't want to pay this outstanding bill until it gets corrected. And I don't know what is going on, but I have the last two bills, even after all this was brought up from the sewer commission or from Deborah, whomever, charging me for 300 units again on both bills. However, I have a consumption report from Aquarion that shows I used 0. And I know, I think when I talked to, forgot her name already, and the one who sets the meetings up, she's right there.
Joyce.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Joyce. You had said that they don't want to go back any further than what they did. However, every bill for the last 5 years that I pulled up is incorrect. So I don't know why. Maybe Deborah can explain why I keep getting misbilled way over usage. But I'm back, and I know you guys are probably tired of this. I am. So I just don't know where to go from here.
I think what would be the best thing to do is you, Joyce, Debbie, and myself make an and look at this face to, look at it, lay it all out and look at it.
Okay.
So understand, because obviously I think we must be missing the boat here of problem is then.
Right,
Okay,
you know,
either,
go ahead. Sorry, Alyssa.
No.
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, Deborah had asked me for Aquarion's consumption report because what she went off of again were her own numbers, but her own numbers are all incorrect. I mean, I have to go by what Aquarion says because that's what she's supposed to be going by. Now, whether she doesn't have access anymore to what Aquarion says, I don't know. I am glad, I didn't want to before, but I am glad to give her the consumption report that comes from Aquarion. But again, Alyssa, what I don't understand there is how, after I brought all this up, the last two bills, one for February that I got and one, the last one for May from Deborah, shows 300 units. You compare it with Aquarion's consumption report, which shows I used 0 units. I guess I don't understand. Where is I mean, I don't get it. You know what I
okay,
mean?
so why don't I reach out and get a hold of Joyce and Deborah, since Debbie's not here today,
Okay,
and then dates, and the 4 of us can sit down and review this over at the town hall, or perhaps here at probably be more logical to do it at the town hall, that
Oh.
we would have access to the records right there. So why
okay.
don't I do that?
All right, Alyssa. I mean, I'm basically free and I'm at your convenience. The only day I'm not is on Tuesdays.
Okay,
Every other day or in the evening, whatever works for you folks.
so I will see if we can do like a morning appointment, maybe hopefully some, Deborah, see what her schedule is, and then Joyce and you and myself can hopefully
Okay.
resolve it.
All right, you know
Okay.
what? Yep, the only other thing is the charges that we're getting charged at the Kent Town Center. You and I had discussed, Deborah sent me something that basically had nothing to do with what the question was. We took it to Lori Shisho, who reviewed everything, the bylaws, the declaration, and said, nowhere in there does it state that the Kent Town Center, Bill Litwin, agreed to pay per unit a basic charge as opposed to per bathroom. So that's something maybe the sewer commission can discuss, at their leisure also, just to find out why this is happening.
Okay. I'm
All
gonna
right.
make a note of that. Okay. I'm
Perfect.
gonna make a note of that too.
All right. And then again, whenever, just get in touch with me, Alyssa, and, we can sit and meet.
Okay, good. Wait,
All right.
I'll call you at
Thank you,
the end of the week
folks.
and see what we can come up with for next week. Okay?
All right. Thanks again, folks. Have a good
You're
night.
welcome. Thank you.
All
You
right.
too.
Bye now.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Okay, now I have to figure out how to close you. Oh, there. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay, regulations. We have still not really done anything about the regulations. I think we just need to wait till we're in person to finalize that, because doing all this stuff on Zoom is just torture for everybody. Since I'm not a big Zoom fan myself, but this way, if we're face to face, so once we can get into the town hall and have a regular meeting, I think we can attack that and get that all approved and behind us. The budget, I apologize, I dropped the ball with this move of mine, but Barbara and I, maybe you and I can also sit down next week and look over the budget so we can get it approved, have it in place for June 30th, and then approve it at the next meeting if that works for you.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, and sorry about that. The only communication I received was I got an email from Jeff Sankowitz talking about, because we had a conversation sort of in it, around circumstances pertaining to Kent Town Center and Jane Jackson for not paying their bills. And basically, unless they owe the sewer commission somewhere over $4,000, we can't really do anything until it hits that figure. And it has to be a person who lives, it's an owner operated business as opposed to a tenant business. So at the moment, until we can get her squared away, we really you can't do anything. I mean, I'd like to see her pay a pass bill, but that's not going to happen until she hits a higher fee there. That's kind of it. Oh, the other thing, I got a phone call this after, just like literally right before the meeting, from a girl by the name of Bianca, she didn't say her last name, even though I asked for it, but she lives up in Cornwall. She's planning on opening a deli in the Kent Wine and Spirit building and was asking about a grease trap. So she asked me what they run. I said, well, when I put mine in, which is ages and ages ago, it was $2,000, but I know they're way more expensive, and getting people to do the work right now, I know, is probably tricky. But when I went online, I think what we need to do is have a timeline for someone wanting to open up a business that's going to require a grease trap. So one, they know who to contact first. Joyce, I told her to call you to get an application, but we should really put down, like Bart's got to look at it, he's got to do an inspection, then he's got to do a final inspection, and what it costs, the costs are attached to Bart going and doing these inspections. The fee I mean, I know what they pay once the thing is hooked up, but I think we really need to post somewhere online what the whole fee structure is to do one and the time frame on it. Joyce, is that something you can do?
You can draft something, and then between you and I, we can work it
Okay,
out.
because I think that would be really helpful, because when she asked me, I said, well, I know you have to do X, Y, and Z, and the engineer needs to look at it, but if they had something more tangible to look at, I just think that would make the whole process a whole lot easier for anybody. All right, so you and I can maybe work on that during this course of this month and get that set in place. Lyle,
After him.
We'll listen to you.
Good afternoon, everybody. We had 1.6 million gallons total come through the plant. That's a 52,000 gallon per day average. 359,000 gallons of that came from Kent School. Our average BOD removal rate and our total suspended solids removal rate is at 98%. Our average influent pH is 7.3. The Judd Avenue Pump Station generator transfer switch control board failed, causing the generator to run on and off without notification. Tinsley generator replaced the board and it's back in operation. As you can see on that, I don't know if you looked at the check ledger. That was a fairly expensive repair, $3,560.38 cost to fix that generator.
Well, it doesn't, if it's not working, we're in bigger trouble.
Sure. So that's taken care of and it seems to be fine. I spoke with Craig Mataski. There's still no word from the state if there's going to be a summer test or not for as far as Jordan goes. The fields have been planted. Billy McCann planted sorghum and I can't remember the guy's name. This here in town, he's got a big long beard.
Who
Hey,
did
Dad.
what?
Pick up. He planted pumpkins out here. He came to me and asked me if he could put in a few pumpkin plants. And I said, yeah, that's fine. You know, I told him this is where it gets wet. This is where Billy McCann's gonna plant. So have at it. He put 750 plants in.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So
That's what they grow on.
Anyways.
Yeah.
he says they're gonna grow into that swampy section. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And he says, he goes, well, I spray them down. I melt down Irish Spring soap and I spray them down to keep the animals from eating them. He goes, so that should help keep them clean too. And I'm like, okay, man, whatever.
Oh.
So,
Did we get a rake-
any,
Do we get a rake off when he sells them?
Yeah, right.
I don't know what he's gonna do with them. I hope he's not gonna make pies. Just don't buy those.
Ew, really?
Does he have to mark where he's grown them?
Yeah, oh, he's marked it. Yeah, he's got them marked out there with orange.
No, but I mean, when he sells them, does he have to mark out where, put a label on where they were grown?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Put a dent in his business.
That's good.
Anyways, okay, and we continue to clean out of the effluent beds. We're on our 4th clean out this season. That's
Yes.
going really well. And that's
Excellent.
it. Yeah, and it's basically all I have. Right.
All good.
Yeah, all good news.
I was just, the thing with the pump station at Judd Avenue, we owe a big thank you to Kathy because she heard that thing making an amazing amount of racket and
Yeah,
had she not
running.
Thank
been
you.
there or whatever, God knows what would have happened to it. So thank you, Kathy. And
See,
Lyle,
that's
thank
that-
you for coming in on a Saturday to fix it. So
Sure.
huge
The board reports when the generator runs and when it doesn't. And when it said the generator came on, and we went over there and the generator, it was running. I went back over there and later, about an hour later, and it was off. And it never told me that it came back on.
Oh,
This time when I was there, the display was completely blank. So if you didn't notice, it would have ran till it ran out of fuel.
Oh.
So thank
Yes,
you very
that's-
much.
yeah,
Sure.
that was just so lucky. So
Right.
all good. Love happy endings. Okay, Barbara.
Okay, let me get my screen sharing going. There, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is my typical report. This is the actuals in this far left column versus the budget in the middle. And then it gives you the percent of the budget. And as you can see, the sewer use charges are basically tracking to the budget, maybe just a tiny bit over, but that could just be a timing and when the day of the week falls in a month, whatever. But the big news, as it's been trending all year, is the septage fees are more than double what we budgeted, and that's all in part, I guess, to Salvo Reese. Everything else is pretty much tracking along budgeted lines. Our electricity is up a little bit. Our fuel is up a little bit. Some other things are tracking below lines, medical insurance, because the new person isn't taking advantage of the insurance. Payroll expenses are a little bit lower than what was budgeted, because I think he started at a lower rate and then he got bumped up later on in the year. We still haven't got a bill from Bart, so hopefully he can get me something before the end of the fiscal year. And our transfers to capital are a little bit more than budgeted, but again, that's due to the extra revenue that you're getting from Savile Reese, if I'm saying that properly, I
Yes.
think.
Barbara, if with that money, with us taking in all those extra fees from Savarese, is there a way, do you think we should throw a few dollars more into those accounts to build, try and rebuild that nest egg there?
Well, we haven't really touched the nest egg yet.
Okay,
Nothing's been taken out of there yet, except for the small payment that was for the belt press. The large payment for the belt press, right now, the sewer commission owes the town for that.
right.
That's how that is. So that account, as you'll see on the next slide here, the balance sheet, I don't know if everybody can see it, but the capital account is $25,000 higher than it was last year at this time.
Good.
So that is building.
Okay,
So overall, between all the cash accounts, we have $31,000 more in the bank right now than we did a year ago.
okay.
So that's the most interesting thing on the balance sheet is really the cash positions.
Well, the only thing I was saying is that since he seems to be bringing us in a very large amount of money annually now, which is great, and we have used some of those funds to pay one for the equipment from Rick and the mower and things like that. But I didn't know if you thought to slightly increase those savings accounts or not. That's all I was saying. Just since we kind of don't need that money at the moment.
Right. Well, possibly when we meet to discuss the budget, we'll
Okay,
put that in, we'll build that into the new
all
budget.
right. Sounds good.
So the next thing is the May disbursement journal, and that's pretty much the same as it always is. I'm not sure if that bill for the repair, oh yes, here it is. The 3,560
Okay.
that Lyle was talking about, that did get paid at the very end of May. But other than that, everything else is pretty much standard. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here.
Income from Savarese there, that for 1 month or a quarter?
Yeah, that's 1 month.
It's 1 month.
Yep. And actually, normally the septage fees goes into the septage account, but right now the septage account has so much money in it. So instead of transferring money over, I've just been putting the septage fees into the operating account. As soon as the first of the fiscal year turns over, we have to pay the loan payments for the USDA debt. So it's no harm in letting the operating account build up a little bit. Right now,
Yeah.
at the end of May, there was only $59,000 in there. So that's all I have for my report, and I just need the board to approve this disbursement journal.
Great. May I get a motion to approve the disbursement journal and for the month of May?
So move.
Second,
Second.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Barbara.
You're
And
welcome.
there's no Debbie, and we didn't get Bart.
Bart.
So if anybody has anything else to add in or any concerns or whatever, otherwise, I would say meeting's adjourned at 4:32.
Great.
Okay,
Good by me.
thank you all.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
next
Bye.
month. Hopefully
Bye-bye.
next month at the town hall. That would be great.
Town hall in July?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, in July.
Good.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay.
See you
Bye-bye.
soon.
Hey, Andrew.